And we are back with some brilliant frugal living with more fantastic blogs that I have personally read, loved, been motivated by, inspired by, names and stories sent in by listeners and by Facebook friends. These are the stories that it's so helpful to learn more about. And again, I keep pulling the parallel between losing debt and losing weight. You know why we love connecting with and looking at and hearing the stories of people who have lost tremendous amounts of weight? Because it's great to see that it can be done, to see the before and after when it comes to that kind of a physical transformation. It's not so easy to see with a money transformation, but when you hear these stories, you can't see it in a picture. When you've lost weight, you can see it. When you've lost debt, it's a little tougher, especially, and I'm going a little off track here, when you start losing debt in big numbers, it's generally because you've started to simplify. So you're going to be driving maybe a less flashy car. You're going to be wearing gorgeous clothes that you got somewhere else. So the clothes aren't changing. You're living in the same house, and it might even be more spruced up than it was before because now you know all the places you can shop and not break the bank. But when it comes to losing weight and losing debt, the same parallels always ring true. And that is all it takes is discipline that you already own. You know this. Think about the discipline you exert in every area of your life. The people you deal with at work, the people you deal with in your neighborhood, the people you deal with in traffic, getting bills paid and the house cleaned and the cars taken care of and everything planned and kids and grandkids. You know you own the discipline you need. The only problem is you've been focusing all that discipline on everyone around you, oftentimes to the detriment of your finances and your figure. Pick me, talking figures, good Lord. We're on the right track, but that's a story for another day. So here's where I love the blogs to come in. It doesn't require some fancy schmancy app or anything else. Blogs are old school. And if there's anything I know about old school and saving money, they go hand in hand. Going back to these websites that are phenomenal for their true life stories, for their before and after photos. Love it. Disease Called Debt. It sounds a little harsh, but this website's fantastic. Why? Here's why. Haley, the person who owns this website, Disease Called Debt. Let's face it, that's pretty accurate. Haley managed to pay off $62,000 in debt on a regular job in less than 2 years. And she has all of the layouts, all of the details, not too many details, not too few details, just enough to really be impressive as heck at this website called Disease Called Debt. She also showcases several debt success stories. They're phenomenal. I love going through these so you can get inspired as well. And I want you guys to put yourselves in the place of those people who have their debt already paid off. Imagine walking around in a body that had no debt. You own your car. You own your home. You have every bill paid and money in the bank that will ensure a phenomenally comfortable retirement. Imagine how much taller you would walk. That little wrinkle between your eyebrows, gone, because you got no more worries with that kind of thing. Your relationships with the people you love. You guys, the heartbreaking, I'm not kidding. That's not a word I throw around easily. It breaks your heart to read some of these emails I get, you guys, because you've got families and partners and kids and parents and extended family. And the main reason for their misery, the main reason for their sleepless nights, for their troubled marriages, for their troubled relationships with their kids, maybe with coworkers, with friends and family, is all due to money worries. And when you're working as hard as you guys are all working out there, I know how hard you're working. I'm getting the notes from everybody. You deserve to have the wonderful, amazing reward of having everything paid off. And with the right lifestyle, and when you log into these blogs once in a while, it becomes pretty true. It rings true. It is a disease called debt. It's something that is making us feel kind of mentally down. Physically down is often the twin sister of mentally down. And when you can free yourself of this disease called debt, your mental health, your physical health, your relationship health, your work health is all so profoundly improved and impacted by it. I want everyone out there to know how it feels. Find me online. I want to hear from you guys as well. BrilliantFrugalLiving.com. I want to hear your stories. If you're in the midst of pulling yourself out of your financial trench, knock yourself out. You got us all backing you. If you've gotten it done, I want to hear from you as well with the things that worked, what didn't, what you'd recommend for others. It's all very important to me. I want to hear it all. Next up, Frugal Rules. This was started by a veteran of the financial services industry. Frugal Rules, written by John Schmall. It features a variety of writers focusing on how to achieve freedom through frugality, exactly what we just talked about. Next up, I love this. This one was formerly known as The Broken Beautiful Life. All right, you guys ever hear about this? Her name's Stephanie O'Connell, and she rebranded her blog. While she has this huge commitment to showing you with stories from her own life on how to build your finances to live the life you want with the job that you have now. And she focuses primarily, I'm noticing, on millennials, but her advice is applicable to anyone who wants to save more and actually earn more, okay? Make it happen. Take a look at any of these or start looking up the ones you like and let me know which ones you prefer. Next up, Pocket Your Dollars. This is a good one. Nitty-gritty details on maximizing coupons and other savings opportunities. You guys already know I'm not much of a couponer. I'm not. I tend to steer my car and my grocery list towards the nearest discount gourmet grocery. There are no coupons in such a place. However, if you're more in a coupon-rich supermarket environment, you might find that to be a big help. Next up, oh, I love this one. Financial Samurai. This is, I love the names, and these people are charming. Financial Samurai, it's not about the fluffy stuff. It delves into some deeper issues about wealth, from from how to get it to who's more likely to have it to how to hang on to it. And what I like about this one most, you read about the common characteristics of millionaires. Because that's important. Because millionaires were not born millionaires. And they didn't have a silver spoon in their mouth. And they did it all on their own. The vast majority of American millionaires did. So to hear about these successful investor mindsets and retirement planning and all of the wonderful stuff that you and I know are not boring, it's vitally important. Financial Samurai is a fun blog. Take a look at that website and tell me what you think. Next up, Mr. Money Mustache. This is a quirky site. I wanted to make sure we mentioned that in this segment. It's a quirky point of view. It's grounded in smart commentary about financial topics. For that, I have to applaud it. And it has hundreds of articles in the archives. And no matter when those articles were written, you're going to find them to be pretty motivating. So I like that one too. Next up, Money Girl. Now, Money Girl is not just for girls. It was written by, what's her name? Laura Adams. That's right. She focuses on taxes and retirement and insurance. So each one of these blogs goes a slightly different direction. And she seeks to simplify finances for women and men alike. Here's the flat out facts, though. If you're a guy listening or a woman listening, women oftentimes have much rougher finances than men. It's not something they focus on. That's something I'd like to switch up just a bit. And if you are the proud spouse of a woman or you're a woman yourself, it helps to get them up and running when it comes to finances, investments, everything else going on. Oftentimes, they are ninjas at saving money, not so much at investing. So I like this site for that alone. And I want to hear from you guys, too. I know I'm getting the whole wrap-up move here. You guys are no fun. More after this.